What's up, guys? Hey, welcome to Student Group Online. I'm glad you're here checking this out with us. Guys, we've got some exciting things coming up for Student Group, and you can keep up with us on Instagram, on Facebook, on here, on all the things, okay? Keep up with us about what's going on. We've got some online stuff planned that's coming up that's going to be awesome. We've got some stuff coming up here on our campus that we're excited about. Hey, and also, we're going to keep you updated about when we are going to get together here in person. Okay, so keep up with us on all the things. Keep checking here for Student Group Online for now. And we're excited that you're here with us today. We've got some cool segments and some stuff planned. Joe's got some worship time planned for us. And we're in week 2 of our brand new series. So guys, we're excited for that. And thanks for being here. So let's get started with this thing. Here we go. Alright guys, so in this game, what we're going to do, we got a list of things. Alright, so Joe and Emily are both going to start out with 10 fingers up. Okay? And I'm going to say a statement. If it applies to them during quarantine, they're going to go ahead and put a finger down. Okay? Here we go. Here's the first one. The first one is put a finger down if you've slept past noon.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Put a finger down if you have not done any homework.
Well,
Wait.
I mean, I'm kind of out of school now, but I mean, I kind of just get
alright. Put a finger down if you've watched Frozen 2 during quarantine. Okay, alright. Joe, don't be lying.
I've never seen the first one. So
Alright,
Oh.
put a finger down if you've cleaned your room. Alright, good clean people here. Alright, put a finger down if you've run out of toilet paper.
Nope.
Alright,
luckily for us, we found some still.
alright. Put a finger down if you've watched the same movie 3 times. No? Okay. Alright. Alright. Put a finger down if you've gotten a new chore assigned to you. Okay, alright. Yeah, what chores? Okay.
Work? Yes.
Alright, let's see. Put a finger down if you've plugged a toilet.
What?
Plugged a toilet.
Ever or like
What?
just in
No,
quarantine?
just in quarantine. If you
Other than
stopped a
that.
toilet.
That's kind of gross.
What? Logged?
Alright. Put a finger down if you've hidden from someone.
Hidden?
Like physically hidden?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Not like, what do you mean, like emotionally hidden? Or you're doing jump scares to your mom. That's, yeah. Hey, if you haven't done a jump scare during quarantine, get them this week. Okay? Alright. Put a finger down if you sprayed someone with Lysol. Or someone sprayed you with Lysol.
Well, that's not fair.
Someone did spray you with Lysol. Okay, it was me. Alright, put a finger down if you skip showering for a full day.
Probably have, not gonna
Wait,
lie.
showering for a full day?
Yeah, if you, yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Man, Joe is crushing the game.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty
Put a finger down if you didn't brush your teeth for a full day. Oh, alright, so that's the end of our list. Joe has the least fingers up. Joe's our winner. How many did you have? Let us know in the comments. Let us know. Alright guys, so our next game is going to be a game of Would You Rather. Okay, and hey, we want you to participate, so let us know in the comments, in the chat. Okay, so what we're going to do, Joe and I are going to pick a choice. Emily's going to tell us our 2 choices, and we're just going to break it down. Alright, let's go with the first one.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck in one room with your family for a week or be stuck in a room by yourself without your phone for a week?
Oh. Oh, no, for sure. I would rather be stuck in a room with my family for a week.
Same.
Yeah, no. I thought if I could, like, sit in there by myself with my phone and watch, like, movies, I'd be fine, but...
So I do have my computer.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I don't need my phone.
I'll sit in there with my family. It's fine. It's fine. Is it my family, like my siblings, or just me, Allie, and the dog?
Probably just you, Allie, and the dog.
Oh,
That is your family.
we did
That's
that.
not fair.
We do that anyway. Okay, all right. Yeah, just the family one. Okay, cool. All right, what's the next one?
Would you rather be quarantined with Bigfoot or be quarantined with unicorns?
See, me and Bigfoot go way back.
Oh yeah.
Unicorns, they got, that little pointy thing that can impale you.
I don't know. I'm gonna say unicorns because Bigfoot with the hair everywhere. I can't do it. It's disgusting. I'm not. Also, I'm sure Bigfoot's feet stink. I'm sure. Homeboy is. I'm sure it stinks.
I mean, you just bring some old spice or something to spray him down, man.
That's ew.
Spray him with
ew.
Lysol.
There you go. That's disgusting. Plus, I mean, pro of being quarantined with Bigfoot. You can play hide and seek.
Yeah. Ain't
Although
nobody gonna mess with
he's
you
always
either.
gonna win. So, all right, cool. All right, what's the next one?
Would you rather watch your least favorite movie on replay for a week or not have internet for an entire week?
That's challenging.
What was the first one?
Watch your least favorite movie on replay for a week
Oh,
Have no internet.
or no internet for a week.
I'll take
I think watching a movie for a whole week would be insane.
I'll take the
I'll go outside.
I'll take the no internet for a
Yeah,
week.
I'll
I can
go
watch
outside.
I can watch DVDs. It's fine.
That's
that
true.
doesn't take
That too.
internet.
Or knock.
Okay, and hey, and
VHS.
if you're a middle schooler, a DVD is this disc that we used to stick inside of a machine that would
Right.
play a movie.
Before
okay?
Blu-ray,
Yeah, the same.
You know that is.
Almost the same thing. Almost
but
the
right
same
after
thing.
VHS.
Okay, it was. But what we did before you could stream movies. So ask your parents. It's fine.
Okay, this one. There's nothing normal left to drink, so keep that in mind. So, would you rather drink a whole bottle of hot sauce or a whole bottle of blue cheese salad dressing?
Hot sauce. Hands down.
Those are both gross.
Hot sauce.
Oh. Gross.
Especially if it's
That makes my
I'll do
stomach. That makes my
I'm
stomach.
not afraid.
That makes my stomach queasy just thinking about it. I'll take the blue cheese. I will take the blue. I will drink the bottle of blue cheese. Yep, for sure.
No.
Stay tuned next week when Joe and I drink bottles of hot
I'm
sauce
not
and blue
afraid.
cheese.
I'm not afraid.
That's gross.
All right. What's the next one?
Okay, this is our last one. So, would you rather be stuck inside with video games but no bathroom, or be stuck outside with an outhouse but no video games?
Oh no.
See, I definitely would want a restroom, outhouse. That's okay.
Why?
Give me the situation again.
Be stuck inside with the video games but no bathroom, or be stuck outside with an outhouse but no video games? Why couldn't you just have no video games inside with your normal?
Do I get the outhouse if I have the video games? Wait, I'm stuck inside though.
You're stuck outside
Oh
with an
no.
outhouse.
Oh
Or
no.
you're stuck inside with
For
no
how
video
long?
games.
Oh my
Video games,
goodness.
No bathroom.
Oh my gosh. That's a nightmare.
Doesn't sound like too bad.
Do you have to
Just
hold it for a
can't.
whole day? I would rather be stuck outside with no video games in an outhouse.
Yep.
I mean, we've all used a porta potty, I think.
It's not much different.
Pretty gross.
So, it's disgusting. So, cool. All right.
That's all.
That's
There
it?
you go.
All right, cool. All right. Tell us what you guys would rather in the comments.
Here, as we wait, seek your face. Come and make your throne upon our praise. Here, in this place, have your way. The moment that we see you, we are changed. Show us your glory. Show us your glory. In wonder and surrender we fall down. Show us your glory. Show us your glory. Let every burning heart be holy ground. Here, not by power, not by might, but only by the cross we come alive. Here, we're undone, overcome by heaven's love.
chains fall, fear bow here now. Jesus, you change everything. Lies here, whole, found here now. Jesus, you change everything. Chains fall, fear bow here now. Jesus, you change everything. Lies heal, whole, found here now. Jesus, you change everything. Chains fall, fear bow here now. Jesus, you change everything. Lies heal, whole, found here now. Jesus, you change everything. Chains fall, fear bound here now. Jesus, you change everything. Lies heal, whole, found here now. Jesus, you change everything. Show us your glory, show us your glory. In wonder and surrender we fall down. Show us your glory, show us your glory. Let every burning heart be holy ground. Show us your glory, show us your glory. In wonder and surrender we fall down. Show us your glory, show us your glory. Let every burning heart be holy ground.
So, when you don't know how to do something, how to fix something, or how something works, what do? Ask a teacher? Ask your parents? Ask your friends? Ask someone you really know and trust? No! You go to the internet and ask some randos. But I'm not talking about creeps here, I hope. No, I mean the people of the internet! You know, those people who make how-to videos. Because chances are, if you're trying to figure out something, someone on the internet has already figured it out for you. Things like, how do I unsend a text? No. How do I do a winged eyeliner? How do I get rid of the zit by Friday night? How do I get out of gym class? How do I screen cap Snapchat without getting caught? They'll never know. But then there are things in life that don't have an easy fix, that don't have a simple solution, that don't have a how-to video. Things like what to do when you have problems with family, or when it seems like you have no control in your life, or what to do when someone has done something to you. I mean, clearly, they gotta go. The truth is, there's a lot of life that doesn't have a solution you can just find online. So how do you know what to do when you don't know what to do?
Alright guys, hey, we're in week 2 of our series, What to Do When You Don't Know What to Do. Hey, if you haven't kept up with us, we started week 1 last week and we started talking about a guy named Joseph, and we'll get to him in a second. But let me ask you a question to start off. How many of you guys overuse emojis when you text? Right? Hey, I know I have friends that use emojis way too much, and sometimes I do, okay? You know, I'm just curious, what are your favorite emojis? Tell us in the chat, tell us in the comments what they are. I'm just curious. Some of us overuse GIFs, you know, or GIFs, however you pronounce it. But some of us overuse those things. And when we text people, right, I use those a lot, especially when it's something funny and I just don't know what to say. Hey, some of you use emojis like the crying face emoji all the time. You know, the laughing tear face, right? This one. Yeah, you use that all the time, especially when something's hilarious. Or maybe use the green face, the puke face, right? When your mom's talking about picking up like sushi for dinner or something. Or maybe you use the sad face when you talk about your favorite Netflix series and the ending. Yeah? Okay. Hey, we use emojis a lot, especially when we don't know what to say about something, right? Like you saw the ending to your show and you don't know what to say, so you send that crying face emoji. Or something's hilarious and you don't want to be weird and old and say LOL, so you send the laughing emojis, right? The beauty of emojis is they help us talk and communicate something when we don't know what to say, when we don't know what else to say. There's some emojis I don't use a lot, but when I do, they do say a lot, right? Like the face with no mouth, when I just like literally I don't have any words, or the face with the open mouth, or maybe like prayer hands, you know, to really talk about how you're praying for someone, or the praise hands, you know, what I'm talking about when you talk about that you're just proud and happy of what God's doing. Emojis are really helpful in situations when we don't know what to say, right? They're really helpful when we don't have any words for this. Like we send some emojis more like, man, I am shocked, like I'm shook, I'm blown away. So you just send like an emoji, right? We all have moments that are kind of like that. I'm not just talking about in your text. I'm talking about in life. We all have these moments where we just don't know what to say sometimes. Where something in life hits us so hard that we're like, I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what to do. Most of us have these moments where something is so shocking in a bad way. It catches us off guard, hits us out in the middle of nowhere, and we're like, what am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to say? Well, luckily for you, that's what we're talking about this week. Have you ever had anything like that in life where you're like, man, it just hits you and you're like shook and you're caught off guard, or maybe you feel uncertain or worried, or caused you a lot of anxiety or stress or a lot of hurt? You know, I'm sure right now you're thinking of a situation or something that happened in life where that was what you felt. Maybe for some students, it's that, you know, a family splitting up. Maybe it's that someone had something mean to say about you. Maybe it's that you had to move because of your parents' job change or something. Maybe you got dumped or broken up with. Maybe you got a rejection letter if you're a high school student. Maybe you got a rejection letter from a college, or you didn't make a team, or you didn't get into a club or something. And you're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any words for this. Maybe you've experienced a moment like that where you're just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And I can keep going on with examples. There's a long list of things where we just don't have the words for it a lot of the time. Hey, and if you haven't experienced those yet, I'm happy for you. But I also want you to listen, because in moments where we don't have words, it's good to have prepared for those things. Okay, hey, something about those moments, 3 quick things, is that in those moments when we don't know what to say or don't know what to do, or we're feeling completely shocked and caught off guard, is sometimes we surprise ourselves by how well we handle it. We think like, man, I figured out how to get through that, or I figured out how to make the best of a bad situation. Sometimes we surprise ourselves by how much it tears us apart. Like you think like something happens in life and you're initially like, oh, you know, it is what it is. But then you don't realize how hard it is on your life and how much anxiety or how much stress it gives you. Sometimes we feel closer to God when stuff rocks our world, but other times we wonder if God is there at all, right? Maybe something hard has happened in life and you've wondered, like, where is God in this? What is going on? But other times you've seen your church family or people step up to really be there for you, and you've realize that God has supported you and been there for you in the really tough seasons. Hey, we're all wired differently. We all hurt differently. We all feel hurt differently. But that doesn't change the fact that hurt is a hard thing to deal with. We find ourselves wondering what to do next all the time. And in fact, we often have these no words emoji moments, right? And we just don't know what to do. And that's why we're talking about this series, what to do when you don't know what to do. And over the course of this teaching time, we're going to talk about this man named Joseph. He's a man in the Bible who we talked about last week a little bit. And he had a lot of these moments where he's like, I just don't have words for this. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about those things. Joseph's one of the most famous people in the Old Testament. He had some family drama, and I know that a lot of us have experienced that as well. Okay, so we resonate with him. We vibe with him, okay? He was his dad's favorite child. He was given special treatment compared to all his brothers, okay? And he's the youngest, or he's not the youngest, but he's one of the younger ones, so he's got this special treatment, okay? And on top of that, he has this dream where not only his brothers, but his parents and everyone are bowing down to him. And he goes around talking about it. Imagine how that went over for a second, okay? You're Joseph. Your brothers are not cool with you being dad's favorite. And then you talk about a dream where they bow down to you? What? Here, let's just see how they respond. Check this out. This is Genesis chapter 37, verses 18 through 20, okay? It says, but they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. Here comes the dreamer, they said to each other. Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of the cisterns and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams. What? Like, that went from 0 to 100 super quick, okay? That escalated incredibly quickly. It was ridiculous, okay? But despite his anger towards Joseph, one of the brothers actually stood up and was like, hey, we can't do this, okay? When Reuben, check this out, this is Genesis chapter 37, verses 21 through 22. It says, when Reuben heard this, he tried to rescue him from their hands. Let's not take his life, he said. Don't shed any blood. Throw him into the cistern here, which is a well, by the way. Cistern here in the wilderness, the well in the wilderness. But don't lay a hand on him. Reuben said this to rescue him from them and take him back to his father. Thank goodness for Reuben. Like that dude, thank goodness for that guy. Like that dude. He convinced his brothers to throw Joseph in the well rather than to kill him. All right? Instead of going homicidal on him and killing him. And actually, Reuben actually planned on coming back to rescue Joseph later. Okay, this is really turning into a crazy like Netflix drama. It's getting wild here. The brothers listened to Reuben. They threw Joseph in the well. They ripped off the special coat that Joseph's dad had given to him. And they did some weird stuff here, okay? They actually covered it in animal blood to make him think that, like, Joseph had been eaten by a bear or an animal or something. It's crazy, okay? And, you know, imagine if Joseph had a phone in this moment. He'd be texting his friends like, when your brothers tear up your jacket and throw you in a well, insert, like, shocked face emoji. Like, ridiculous. But they're still not done with him here, okay? Like I said, there's actually, it gets crazier. There's a caravan of traders approaching and coming by, and Judah, one of Joseph's brothers, suggests that they sell Joseph to the traders. And after they sell Joseph to this group of people, they know what's about to happen. These people are going to make Joseph a slave. Okay? And they're like, well, better we sell him to become a slave than murder him, right? No, like, what? What is up with these dudes? It's ridiculous. So that's what they do. They rip off Joseph's coat, cover it in the blood of a wild animal, take it to their dad, and they tell him that Joseph was likely attacked by a wild animal and killed. Like, what a crazy cover-up. Like, these guys are mastermind criminals here. Like, this is insane. Okay? And this is what it says in Genesis chapter 37, verse 32. They took the ornate robe back to their father and said, we found this. Examine it to see whether it is your son's robe. And the last line actually tells us everything we need to know about the situation. The brothers obviously knew that the coat belonged to Joseph. Duh, they pulled it off of him. Okay, they brought it to their dad, who they knew who Joseph was the favorite. And they said, this is your son's robe. They didn't say their brother. They didn't say Joseph's robe. They said, this is your son's robe. Man, these guys are jealous jerks. Like, if we're honest. Okay, but Joseph gets, like, they pull him out of the well. They sell him into slavery. Okay, and like, I'm sure, like, this is one of these moments that we're talking about, where it's like, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? Joseph's probably like, what am I supposed to do to get myself out of slavery here? How do you get yourself unsold as a slave? Okay, now our stories are different than Joseph's, okay? If your siblings have put you in a well, like, please, you know, let somebody know, okay? Send a text message, do something, okay? Please let us know, okay? And actually, unfortunately for Joseph, he was going to have more shocking moments in his life after this one. And we'll look at those over the next few weeks. But for now, we're going to talk about this. Because I want to look at 5 really powerful words in this story that help us in these hard moments where we don't know what to do, where we don't know what to say. This is Genesis chapter 39, the first half of verse 2. It says, "The Lord was with Joseph." Okay, Joseph didn't have a lot of stuff going on for him in the pit, and even less after he got out of the well, but when he was in despair and wondering how his life would turn out, he could rely on those 5 words. God was with him. Okay, that God was with him in that time. Now, that truth, that fact, didn't change Joseph's situation. He was still alone, and he was still sold as a slave. Okay, it didn't mean he could see where the plan or his story or his life was going. But he knew that he wasn't going to have to get out of the situation by himself. And it didn't mean that he could easily deal with the stuff that had happened to him, what his brothers had just done to him. It didn't give him an explanation for this hard thing that happened in his life. But it means that he didn't have to figure this out by himself. The same is true for you and I. When there's nothing we can do, God is with us. Hey, when life hands you shocking news and you don't know what to do, God is with you. I know, you need to hear that all the time. God's not with you in some weird abstract way where he's up in the clouds. No, God is with you. He's present in that moment and in that time when life hits you like a ton of bricks. Okay, when life is incredibly hard, God is with you. Okay, and hopefully that changes our perspective on the situation. And maybe more than anything, it gives us hope that we can keep going even when it feels like we can't. Hey, knowing God is with us may not change our circumstances, but it might change us. It might give us enough hope to keep going, even in the midst of our hopeless situations. In that time where it's felt incredibly hopeless, for us, in our stories. Think about a moment for you maybe when you felt like that. When you felt man, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know if I can deal with this situation. Knowing that God is with you is going to help you through that. Okay? What does that look like for us to live that out? To live out the fact that God is with us in our hardest moments. There's no formulas or easy answers for getting through tough times and tough situations. But there are some things we can do in the meantime. The first thing is to be real. Feel your feelings. Not everyone is very good at that, okay, if we're honest. Not all of us are good at talking about how we feel, okay? But you know that you feel a certain way. When something happens in your family that really hurts you, you know that it's hard, but you don't always talk to your parents about it or talk to your grandparents or whoever about it. A lot of times we just kind of let that be and let it sit, and then it just weighs us down. Feel your feelings. Be real about them. Okay? Don't just suck it up. Make sure you talk about it. Confront those things. The second thing is to remind yourself and each other that God is with you. Hey, just a spoiler alert, things eventually do work out for Joseph, okay? And I want you to know that things work out for him because he held on to those 5 words, that the Lord was with Joseph, okay? 5 words, okay, that God was with him. Okay, he gets through and he has a happy ending because of that, because he holds on to that truth. Hey, our lives may be filled with moments where we struggle, moments of pain, moments that are really hard. And I want you to understand that God doesn't do those terrible things to you. He doesn't put those on you, but he can help you through them. We live in a broken world where pain happens, where life happens, and where it's hard to deal with storms and situations sometimes. But God can help you through those times. He can help you through those storms. He can help you through those situations. No matter what you're going through today, God is with you. Just know that he's right there and that he can help you through this time. Let me pray for you as we close out today. God, thank you so much for the person on the other side of this video. God, for the middle school or high school student or person who's watching this. God, I pray that for them right now in their life, that God, if they're going through a storm, God, that they remember the truth that you are with them right now. And that, God, you can help them through this time and through this season. God, if they're celebrating a good season right now, God, I pray that they remember that God is with them and that they're celebrating because of that. God, thank you for Joseph's story and the impact it has on our lives. God, I pray that the people watching this video understand that God is with us when we don't know what to do. I pray this in your Son's name. Amen.